Rock, metal, prog, and everything in between. If you're into rock, you've come to the right place. Welcome to this episode of Talkin' Rock with Meltdown. Don't forget to follow the audio-only Talkin' Rock podcast on all podcast platforms. And now, it's time for today's conversation. Here's Meltdown.
And there he is, Steve Richards, the legend from Taproot. You know, I almost wore my white Taproot shirt that you were nice enough to give me, but I thought, no, we can't have too much Taproot going on, so...
Fair enough. I also, I saw you post something about the Red Wings for me, so I did the Blackhawks for you.
We'll talk about that coming up here in just a little bit. But, of course, you guys are playing a big gig coming up Saturday at District 142 in a beautiful new place here just outside of Detroit. First of all, you know, I think last time we talked, it was before the record had come out. I mean, talked as far as in professionally like this. Of course, I saw you when you guys played the 3 shows at the Machine Shop when the record first came out. But what has it been like being back on stage after being off stage for all those years?
It's been really cool. You know, I think it's weird that we're doing like, you know, shows on a weekend, taking a week, shows on a weekend, then 2 weeks off. So every time we get together, it's kind of like relearning stuff because we're not rehearsing between the stuff. But we can, you know, get away good enough with the music side. But for us, it's just really cool to kind of reconnect. You know, we've known so many of our friends and fans for so long all over the country. So to kind of run into, see the familiar faces and share the same, like, you know, reminisce, and here's Taproot again. And they're slightly old, but Steve's still going to find the highest thing in the room to jump off.
Well, there's a little bit of that at District 142 coming up Saturday for sure. They got a nice balcony up there. So you're out there not only back out on stage, but back on stage with new music as well. So talk a little bit about that.
It's really cool. You know, when I did the new record, it was kind of just me alone, just not wondering, you know, didn't plan on playing shows or teaching anyone some of the new stuff. And it's really cool to like actually perform the songs I've known for, you know, a decade and have, you know, Taylor, our new guitarist, just step right in. Obviously, Jared and Phil. Phil's known the songs the whole time. But it's really cool to just kind of have the original lineup with an addition that's new and brings a whole new energy. So it's really cool to play the new songs. It's pretty sweet that a lot of the new stuff gets a lot of positive feedback, you know, not just from the shows, but just from reviews of the album. So playing the new songs is really cool because it's something that I never really planned on, you know, for sure. And it's really fun for us.
Yeah. And so, of course, favorite song, that video is shot at the Buffalo Bill House from Silence of the Lambs. Talk a little bit about that. I haven't really talked to you about that.
Right. Well, that was kind of a last minute hokey thing that kind of worked out to be pretty cool. It was, I think it was after our first show in Pennsylvania. They, Phil and our manager, Tom, it was a B&B. So instead of us going to the normal hotel for the night, you know, to chill out, it's like, oh, we got the Buffalo Bills house. Like, whoopity-doo. But it was a cool house and just like the different themes and stuff. And so it was random, just like 5 a.m. It was like, all right, guys, we're shooting a video today. And we were like, what are you talking about? So there wasn't really any script or idea. We just kind of went along with the plan, and, you know, it came out pretty damn cool. And then the really cool part is the footage, like where Elias and we did the stuff at the studio here in Michigan up by Grand Rapids. Like, that facility is amazing, and all the shots, you know, wearing my white hockey jersey with the same hat. But like the fake walls and all the lights, like the real video shot, you know, like we had fun in the house, and that was totally cool. But, you know, obviously it turns the end of the video turns into a real music video, and that's like pro style. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool video, and thanks for the riff plugs in there, by the way. I appreciate that.
Oh, hell yeah. And that's like one of the things too, is it wasn't just me like, oh, I still need to try to get through your guys' algorithm to get that song played at least once, maybe for promoting this show.
There you go.
But no, I mean, that's how I rock. That's just what I wore that day. Like, that's, you know, I always, you know, you've helped me out so much in life, so there's nothing I can do but promote you guys.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to help you out in the same way, just trying to help you guys promote this show, promote the record, promote the band as well. Hey, how much added pressure is put on you? Because you've obviously, like you said, this record, the latest one that you guys dropped back in the end of September, you wrote, recorded, you did everything, and you're the face of the band. How much pressure you feel?
Not so much. I mean, it's just at this point, it's like literally, it's me trying to remember words, and it's not necessarily just the new songs. Obviously, I kind of know those, but we had to learn because we did the Machine Shop shows three, nights in a row. We didn't want to just play the same set list of 15, 16, same songs. So we learned like 25. So there were some half-asses, we tried our best to make it through those, but we've been pretty solid with the 15 or 16 we have right now. So it's not too scary if the lighting's a little bad. Some of the nights I might whiff on some of my guitar parts, but I've never claimed to be a good vocalist while playing guitar. And I never claimed to be a good vocalist anyway, so that's why I spend half the time off the stage. Because I know the energy is what matters to me. I can hit notes, but I'm not like a classically trained professional singer, so I know I can sound like my normal whining voice. So I don't feel too much pressure. I love being out there.
Yeah. And since the last time you guys toured and really, went across the country, your life has changed quite a bit. So how has things been personally for you, leaving the house, going out on tour and going to play?
It's actually been amazing. It's kind of scary because I quit my day job that was at least secure,
Right.
and everything's kind of up in the air, and I'm scraping by enough. But it's really cool because just doing the weekend warrior stuff, when I come home, I get to daddy and I get to take the kids to school and all the extracurriculars and hang out and play games. But then when it's weekend time, it's like, peace. I'm going out. I'm gonna go have some fun away from home. And that's really cool too, because obviously stuff at home gets after so long. But it's like really brought my wife and I back close as we were like in the beginning. And she never really gone to too many Taproot shows. She never heard of us. Doesn't really care. Still kind of doesn't, but she's been coming out to some of these shows and she's like kind of getting the same like, oh, it's actually pretty fun out here. You don't have to do crazy stuff, but it's a change of scenery, hotels, different people, meet the fans, a lot of drinking. But so she gets to see the other side of it too. So she's having fun. Like she's going to both shows this weekend. We have one in Ohio the night before. She's gonna go, and then the one in Wyandott's gonna be pretty crazy. And we do the whiteout thing, and I'm a whiteout for the Wyandotte show, so we'll be doing the all white from head to toe. And my wife actually found fun in that. She got herself a Dickies work outfit, and it's white, so we're all gonna be rocking white. And she's enjoying adding to that too. So.
Well, I'm glad I'm not in the band because I don't have much white, as you know. I'm not even sure if I have a white shirt, but unless only the one you get, right? So maybe I'll have to wear that one up there that night. But I don't want to get dirty. I don't know. It's so nice. It's so nice and clean.
It is, yeah. That's why I don't wear. I wear this black one most of the time, but you know, I need a Rift jersey. I guess I'd rock that too.
Well, that makes two of us because I don't have one of those either. But hey, how much has like touring changed since you went out on the road over a decade ago, or is it all kind of still the same?
It's kind of still the same. It's just weird how we're doing it right now because Phil and our guitar tech and camera guy, they're all in Cincinnati area. And then Tom, our manager, and our drum tech are coming from Wisconsin. And then Taylor and Jared and I are obviously still here in Michigan, but we're all different places. So it's we're not renting a van and carrying a trailer. We're literally just showing up in like 4 different cars loaded up the ass full of our gear. So it's like we all have to kind of convene together and do all that stuff. So it's kind of weird. We're not all in a van together all the time carrying a trailer. We're all just on our own little missions and trips and join together and put stuff together and then go to the next place. So it's different and that, it's not like a whole camaraderie, like everyone just goofing off in the van, whatever. It's like my wife and I, or usually it's Jared and I, will be shooting the shit together, and then Phil's with the other guy shooting their own shit. It's not just all of us having the same conversation. It drives me nuts because I do not have an iPhone. Everyone else does. So if anyone sends one message that's slightly funny, my phone goes off 7 or 8 times, and it's just someone liking a message. Like, I don't need to know that your iPhone can like a message or dislikes a message or whatever. Just send an emoticon back, and or haha. Like, not like loved this message. So now, just to be an asshole for my Android, I'll like go out of my way to say this and like make up words. Like, I don't know. It's just I guess I need an iPhone to fit in.
I've got an iPhone. Your next record should be called Taproot. Get off my lawn. That's what it should be called.
I'm that age for sure. I'm getting there. Closing in on 50. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Don't trademark that, please. I'll just give it.
Get off my lawn for sure. So you're talking. Well, just I mean, I didn't plan on talking about this, but you're a pretty creative guy. So are you working on some new stuff right now?
Not personally or Taproot oriented right now, but I did get submitted a song where a guy really wanted me to do some guest vocals on. So I've been working on that for the last couple of weeks. I finally sent him a rough version of what I was thinking. It's kind of funny because when I got the song, I'm like, it's all really cool parts, but like it's not letting me be myself because instantly just the tempo of it and the progressions, I'm like, how am I gonna not sound like Chino? Like, I'm gonna sound like me, but the only way I can write around this is like it sounds like it would have to be Chino. So he chose this for me. So I was like, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chop your song up left and right, put it how it makes sense to me, and then I'll do my way. And then if we put it back into your structure, it might even be cooler because I recorded it the way that I thought it sounded right, and it might just turn into a beast. But it's really cool. I've got some really cool harmonies. The topic is really dark and kind of creepy, so he has the first version of it now, so I'll see what he comes back with, how much he wants me to change, and I'm totally open to doing anything. But kind of cool just working on someone else's stuff. I've done a lot of guest vocals, maybe harmonies on a chorus, or maybe a bridge or whatever. But this is like literally he gave me a song and he's like, sing it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get right on that. So I'm excited to see what comes of that, and I'll definitely let you know how that goes. But it's pretty exciting for me. So that's what my focus is on right there. And then I do plan on at some point kind of doing the customized music at some point once this initial Taproot Scissors run. I'm going to be moving on forward as Scissors Music. That's my personal website that I'm launching. But I'm going to do like type of thing. This guy, he's paying me just to sing an entire song. I'm like, holy cow. But I used to do like parody songs for people. I'm not trying to get a lot of money. It's fun, but just pay bills maybe. But I'll be doing some more stuff like that down the road. I don't know if I'll sit down and write a Taproot record because I will have to get a job here in the next couple of weeks. We don't play again until April as of now.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to find a job. So in my free time or when I have time, I'll try to do just like some guest stuff, or like reach out to people like, hey, do you have poetry but don't know how to play music, like you want me to put your poetry on a song, or do you have music but no lyrics like I'm doing right now? Then so I'll probably try to keep busy like that, but I'm not going to sit down and write a Taproot record until I know I'm okay financially.
Yeah. Yeah. So how exciting has it been to reconnect with some people in the music industry to maybe you lost touch with since you came off the road several years ago? Have you reconnected with a lot of people?
Not too many, mostly just like our like well-known fans. It was kind of cool for me because I had to do a fundraiser to make this record because I couldn't afford it, and I had to pay Tim at the studio at the Loft. So there was one guy that basically almost paid 10% of my GoFundMe, was just one guy. So for me, that was like cool to get to meet him. He is a cool ass dude. I made sure to just you get one of everything, like anything and everything. You get one of them. So he was like still really appreciative. I'm like, here, you know, you have a pass, you can come back, whatever. He's like, I already bought tickets. I'm like, oh, dude, come on, take advantage of me, please. My wife won't. She has been. It's been great. Yeah, she did watch the last one. She wasn't too impressed, but no, that's like I said, like being away for the weekends and stuff. It's like I think brought more, you know, us back to where we should be for a long time. It's obviously hard raising kids and doing separate jobs and not having time. So I'll get back to that. I love my wife very much, and I'm very happy that she is starting to let me have more fun often.
There you go. Yeah, that's cool. So you just talked about playing in April again. Is this? I think I read on the socials the other day. Is this the first time you guys are back in on the West Coast? Is that right?
Yep. First on the West Coast. I'm pretty sure we added a show at the Whiskey right after it, but that's the first time we'll be. That's a big festival. We played it, years ago, but the one in Vegas is always a big deal. So we're excited to do that. So that'll be the first West Coast show, and then LA show, and then we'll probably add some. I know we're gonna want to get to the Southwest and obviously the Northwest, but at some point we'll have to figure out if we can do like 2 week long trek or if it's still gonna be weekend stuff. I think it's gonna be weekend stuff for a while, unless it comes out being worthwhile. Like for us right now, just doing the weekend warrior stuff's great because we get to play a couple shows, hang out with the friends and fans, and then get back to reality, which is awesome too. I love taking my daughter to school and then picking her up. And then I get to go work at the studio since I'm unemployed right now, and I get to go do work on that song with the other guy's music. So it's a happy balance right now until after the Wind Out show, and I have to go. What am I going to do for a living until April? But
well, and then you're going to have you got some shows coming up. You're doing at least one Danny Wimmer festival, correct? Aren't you doing Sonic Temple?
Yeah, we are doing that one. I just don't know when it is. I can't keep track of anything. Like I still have to I knew this one was coming up because my wife's doing the whiteout thing, but I don't know. That's the one in Columbus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you when that is. Is that like March?
It's in the middle of May.
May. Okay, so April is still early. Yeah. I know we're doing that, and then I think there's going to be another one or two festivals that are really cool. But that one, my wife doesn't want the kids to come to any. They got to see one sound check at the machine shop, but they've never experienced live music at that volume, let alone Daddy's annoying voice screaming. But so that's one I might want to try to get the girls to, because, God, Bella, my oldest 13-year-old, she's like not a huge fan, but loves Slipknot. Anytime she hears Slipknot or sees them, she's just like, she knows it all. Like she's now learning Guitar Hero just because I got her into an Avenged Sevenfold song. Like, so now she's getting that for Christmas, and I taught her how to play it on real guitar, and so then she's all excited about that. So she would love to see Slipknot, and then Limp Bizkit's on right before them too. So that's the same day as us. I still want to see what the hell we can do. If I can get out and guess with Bizkit, I think that would be hilarious.
I mean, obviously you guys have a history with them, and some good and some not so good. You haven't talked to any of those guys, have you, since you've been back out on the road and everything and putting out music?
No. I mean, I'm sure he's heard stuff that I've said and knows that I never had an issue to begin with. I just kind of found it funny that he left a voicemail on my mom's back then micro cassette machine.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure he's over it, and I'm pretty sure it would be kind of cool. Like if he actually thought it was cool to just have me come up and sing. Like I think it would be. No one from Limp Bizkit camp would care. Oh, here comes that Taproot guy. But I think a lot of the media and stuff would get a lot of attention to Fred and Bizkit, as well as me and us. So yeah. I think it would be a win-win and fun. Like I used to do that when they came around before we got signed, and it was always fun. And Fred was always like a cool dude until he thought he got taken advantage of. But we didn't take advantage of him. We took like the best opportunity that we came across. So it wasn't against him.
Well, that's cool. Well, final thing here for you, Steve, then we'll let you go. By the way, once again, Saturday, this coming Saturday, as we record this, at District 142. So tomorrow night, as we record this, Patrick Kane will make his debut in a Red Wings jersey. So what are your thoughts about that?
That's awesome. So he didn't play in Buffalo last night?
No, he's playing tomorrow night. They said he's a go. He's ready to go.
Awesome. Okay, because I heard that he might play last night, and I was like, oh, that makes sense because he's from Buffalo. Like that would be kind of cool too. But no, I'm stoked. My daughter Bella, 13, she's a Wings fan. Kind of a doesn't know much, but she got to go to one game, and she got the Larkin got the player of the game, and she got the stick, and she's got the Larkin jersey. So whenever they played the other night, I had Ginger Baby, the 6-year-old, rock a Blackhawk, pink Blackhawks jersey with me because I gotta say Bedard's pretty damn phenomenal too. I'm stoked on him, but no, I honestly I was so excited to hear. I root for the Blackhawks. I grew up a Red Wings fan, so I'm stoked to see Kane here for sure because I thought it was the Rangers. Like, I've heard that for the whole entire summer. Like, oh, Rangers might go after him.
Well,
he
played for the Rangers last year, and he was hurt and stuff like that, and he didn't make many waves.
Like the comeback or whatever. But no, when I saw it was Detroit, I was like, holy cow! Like, even today, I play the Xbox hockey, and I finally got 24. And so today I was like, ooh, where's the roster updates? Went to the roster updates. Sweet.
Really?
Kane's on there.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I went and I was like, change it. And, he's a scratch because he's a new addition to the team, so he's not like automatically on the lines. But I was like, F that. So I went in, I was like, coach, pick the best lines, and then boom, Kaner's there. And I'm like, sweet. And then I had to get rid of Corey Perry because that prick in Chicago, he's gone. So
yeah, I don't know with that. I've heard all sorts of crazy stories, and I don't want to speculate because I don't know anything more than anybody else does.
I've heard the same rumors, I'm sure, but man.
By the way, that's pretty good parenting. Your 13-year-old is in the Slipknot and the Red Wings. I mean, you can't ask much more than that.
No, and she's actually really good at school, which is kind of crazy because she kind of plays dumb, but she's all A student. And then my 6-year-old, at least I can force a pink Blackhawks jersey I made her last Christmas to wear it. So she rocks that. She'll wear that to school. But we're doing good. The kids are awesome, and that's why I love the on-off things of the weekends and stuff because I get to come home and be back with my family, which is what I'm used to for the last 8-9 years.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what, man, can't wait to see you in Press of Flesh once again on Saturday. I'll be up there, and I will lead you to the upstairs balcony. There you go.
This is the new thing, by the way. And whenever we do meet and greets and take pictures, I refuse to do fist bumps or handshakes. I always just stick my fingers out. They have no clue what I'm doing, and I do this, and that's the new handshake. I'm changing the world.
Well, I've seen scissors in different porn videos and stuff, but now it's like now I gotta. I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can say I fingered that idiot, or scissored that idiot from Taproot.
All right. On that note, I'm cutting you off. Steve, we'll see you Saturday.
Fair enough. God bless you, and thank you, sir.